All right, so this is deal number 2. This is actually my first deal. I got this cold calling after about 2 weeks of doing this. This was April of last year. So hadn't cold called before, started calling after my W-2 job. We were getting these leads from a paid site where you could pull pre-foreclosures, probates. So I was calling one night, got on the phone with this family, talking them through their options. They were facing an auction in about 3 weeks. Talked them through their options, got to the point where like, hey, selling the house is the best option. From there, negotiated the price. So they had admitted, the house isn't in the greatest shape. It's going to need fixing, new roof, new tile, bathroom, kitchen, basically new everything. Wasn't a very big house. It was about 1,000 square feet. So walk them through how much it's going to cost. I actually have a spreadsheet that I use that we can give out to y'all for repairs. But the ARV, the after repair value, the fixed up price of the house was about $185. This was in Kirby, outside of San Antonio, down south in Texas. So worth about $185 fixed up. After all the repairs, 70% of ARV minus repairs was about $91.5. So that's what I offered them. They were about $20,000 behind, but they had been in the house for 20 years. So they had a lot of equity. They were able to walk away with, I think, about $25,000 is what they got in their pocket. So got it under contract for $91.5. Assigned it at $111,500. So what we did is we sent it to someone that basically just dispose deals, meaning that they find a buyer, whether that be someone that fix and flips it or is a rental property owner. So this person ended up flipping the house, but we assigned it to them at $111,500. So what I did is once we had it under contract, we sent it to the title company, $10 down for earnest money deposit to make the contract valid, and they can open up title. And so once we found that buyer at 111, title did all the work that they needed to do on the back end. Got everything ready, ordered payoffs, reinstatements, pulled all that stuff. And so we got about a $16,600 assignment on this one. It was supposed to be 20. The homeowners didn't disclose that one of the bathrooms didn't work at all. So we had to, go down on price a little bit for our assignment. Knowing what I know now, if I had this experience, I would have renegotiated that and taken it out of the seller's side. So I could have walked away with the same amount of money, but lesson learned there. The funny thing about this one is, this is really one of the first good conversations I had with the seller, and I had no idea how to fill out this contract. So first call, had him on the line, said, hey, I'll send you a contract. Called Ben. He came over to my apartment super fast. This was about 2 weeks after his first deal. So he was still kind of learning how to fill out a contract. We copied the one that he had for his first deal. So we're sitting there scrambling in my room on my laptop trying to fill out this contract. Got him back on the phone, got him signed, which was awesome. Super pumped about that. From there, this deal was kind of a mess. I had given them a lease back, meaning that they could stay in the house longer after the closing date, and I didn't realize that it needs to be less than 30 days. I gave them about a 2-month lease back, so I had to renegotiate that. They weren't happy, all sorts of back and forth about all sorts of nonsense. So basically, it was a great example of, putting yourself in the fire. The only way you're going to make money is by talking to sellers. It's great to learn as much as possible, but you need to mix in actually talking to people that can make you money, which are sellers of homes. So that was a great example of that. Learned a lot on this one, learned how to negotiate, how to deal with, sellers, the ups and downs and whatnot, but was able to take home, when it was all said and done, $16,600 from just cold calling after work.